Would you like to help pollinators but you're on a budget? I'll show you how to start seedlings so you can help pollinators for pennies. Alright, so you know you want to help the bees, but you're a little low on budget. As long as you've got a change jar, or at least $3 or $4, you can get started. If you're really on a budget and you're not sure where to start, go to your recycle bin or even your trash. Produce cartons and any of those cartons that you can get from the deli make an excellent way to start seedlings. This actually happens to be an empty strawberry container. So what you could do with this is definitely put it on a cookie sheet or a tray because it does have holes, which is great for drainage, but you don't want the dirt to get all messy all over your stuff. The next thing you'll need is some sort of soil to start your seedlings. Now if you've got a few dollars, you can buy any sort of seed starter that you'd like at your local big box store or even the dollar store. If you don't have seed starting mix, don't worry, just go grab some dirt out of your backyard. Most of the hardy seedlings that bees and butterflies prefer can grow okay in regular dirt, so you don't have to have starting mix. Don't let that stop you. But if you get into this and you're a little more serious, starting mix is a good way to go. The reason is it's very dry and very loose, and it has a lot of perlite in it, so it's easy for the seed to start growing. If you have, let's say maybe $9 or $10, and you're really not into digging through the trash, you can get a seed starting dome. Now your large box stores have seed starting domes that run between $5 and $10. But if you're a garden enthusiast and you start to get really serious about starting seeds, then I highly recommend the Biodome by Park Seed. Now this was the very first Biodome that I purchased. The reason I like these is because, well, it's really tidy. It has a nice thick thermal top to keep in the heat, and they provide you with potting plugs that are sponges. And the great thing about these is that you soak them in water and then place them in the styrofoam floater, and your seedlings grow really well and get great roots, which give them a very hardy start. Now a bio box will run you between $20 and $40 depending on the size of it. If you're interested in anything you see in the video today, all of the links are provided underneath our YouTube video in GreenBeeGardener.com, as well as the projects page on our website, GreenBeeGardener.com. Oh, I have a little friend joining me here today. He seems to think that the Biodome is a great habitat too. Hi there. So these are some 4 o'clocks that I started a few weeks ago. You'll see they grew very nicely in the Biodome. And once they were large enough, I transplanted them to these little 3.5-inch plastic pots. So I'll grow these until they start to gain more leaves, and once they're large enough, we'll place them somewhere in our pollinator garden. Now, some seeds are very, very small, and that can make them hard to start. So the third way I'm going to show you to start seedlings is called the paper towel method. Here are some alyssum seedlings that I started a few weeks ago. And you can see the seeds are very, very small. But they are starting nicely in this paper towel. So in a few days, I'll transplant these in some very loose potting soil so that they can begin to grow much larger. Now you can get seeds either from your local store or by just going online. Either one works, just depends on the type of seed you need. One of the reasons I like starting seedlings is that you get a greater variety of plants than you can get from your local store. You can also plant specific varieties that are best for pollinators. So if you're interested in starting some small seeds via the paper towel method, let me show you how that works. You'll need a Ziploc bag, a paper towel, some seeds and some water. Let me move the bio box out of the way. Oops. All right, so the first thing you're gonna do is set your, oh, there goes our friend the frog. You're gonna set your paper towel very flat and carefully open up your seeds. This happens to be some butterfly bush seeds from Park Seed. Always be sure to read the back of your seed container to find out how many days it'll take the seed to germinate and how deeply they should be planted. So inside of here, you'll see that there's a tiny envelope and there's actually 100 butterfly bush seeds inside of this tiny envelope. So we're going to go ahead and pre-moisten the paper towel. Find a spray bottle. Helps to wet it beforehand so that the small seeds stick to the paper towel. Very gently open it up, pour your seeds onto the towel. You'll see these are very, very small. There might even be a few of them still on the envelope. Okay, there we go. Dampen them once again. And very gently fold the paper towel into a square. I like to fold it really loosely so that air can still get to the seeds. And I just fold it in quarters. Any kind of plastic bag that you'd like, but it needs to have a zip so that you can create a greenhouse type environment. And very gently slide the paper towel into the bag. Now about every 6 to 7 days you want to check these, and you want to make sure that the towel stays moist but not heavily drenched. So open it up, and if you see some water on the inside of the bag, that's okay. Just make sure that it's not too much. You don't want your seedlings drowning. Put these in a warm, sunny place. So we live in Florida, so we could actually probably put these outside over the next few days and they would start to germinate. But if you live up north or somewhere cold, you definitely want to keep these in a sunny spot inside of your home until it warms up outside. So there you have it. 3 ways to start seedlings for pennies. Either by repurposing your own containers from inside of your home, using the paper towel method for small seeds, or if you really get into starting seeds, possibly investing in a biodome from Park Seed. Thank you so much for your time today. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to subscribe right underneath at our YouTube channel. Join us on Facebook and visit our website for all the products that you see here. Green Bee Gardeners, plant some seeds and save some bees, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.